The Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. It's given to the graduate who most exemplifies Michigan excellence as demonstrated by outstanding leadership in their field and a personal commitment to service within their communities. I want to acknowledge, too, that the honoree this year is someone that I've known for a very long time. We were contemporaries here on the campus. In fact, we served together on Student Government Council. And he's laughing because he knows what I'm going to say next. When he comes up, I want you to have this mental image in your mind. When Ish and I first knew one another, I had, anybody watch Saturday Night Live? You know that skit, What Up With That? Imagine two characters out of What Up With That. I had about a 7-inch afro, and Ish had shoulder-length hair. And time's not been particularly kind to either of us. But to present the award, please join me in welcoming our Chancellor, Dr. Daniel Little.
Thanks, Michael. Before I turn to my introduction, I would just like to comment on the unbelievable quality of the people recognized this evening. It is just really awesome to think of those 40,000 alums, and then to think of the small handful we're able to recognize this evening who are having so much impact in business, in nonprofits, in the schooling system. These are people who are stepping up, and I'm so proud that they are graduates of the University of Michigan-Dearborn. I'm also very impressed that my predecessors didn't make any use of a script, since we're about 8 pages back here. So it is a great honor to be able, I mean, they're really amazing, frankly. It is a great honor to be able to pay tribute to our Distinguished Alumnus of the Year, my friend Ismael Ahmed, as we call him, Ish. Ish graduated from the College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters in 1975 with a BA in sociology. A Dearborn native, he has become a nationally recognized advocate for children and for the poor and the underserved. He is also known as a passionate advocate in behalf of immigration and social reform. And he currently serves under Governor Granholm as the director of the Michigan Department of Human Services. In this role, he leads the state's second largest agency and oversees medical and food assistance during a time when increasing numbers of low-income families in the state of Michigan are facing urgent need. In 1973, while still a student at the University of Michigan-Dearborn, Ismael co-founded the Arab Community Center for Economic and Social Services, or ACCESS, as we all have come to know it, the country's largest Arab American human service organization. Under his leadership, ACCESS has received numerous awards and recognitions, including a National Points of Light Award presented by President George H.W. Bush in 1992. Ish has served on numerous committees and boards and won many national, state, and local awards during his long and distinguished career, including an honorary Doctor of Laws degree by the University of Michigan for his life of service to others. And I'm personally delighted to be able to say that when he completes his term as director of the Department of Social Services, he will be returning home to our campus as the Associate Provost for Integrated Learning and Community Partnerships. Let's take a look at the video.
Mr. Ahmed, you are truly deserving of the Distinguished Alumnus of the Year award.
I first joined the ACCESS family as an intern at U of M Dearborn, and now as a graduate and employee at the Arab American National Museum, I've been able to see your impact firsthand in the Metro Detroit area.
As a member of Amnesty International and current law student, I admire the work that you have done in the community.
In your current role as director of the Michigan Department of Human Services, over 1.5 million medical assistance cases have been served and 1.2 in cash and food assistance. This is truly an inspiration for all of us.
Thank you for proving that one person can have a huge impact in the lives of others.
And thank you for being a difference maker.
Ish, will you join me?
Thank you so much. It's good to be here with friends and colleagues and troublemakers. I want to say there's three groups of people I would like to thank. First, I'd like to thank my wife, Margaret, who has been with me all along this journey and been part of everything I do. Thank you, Margaret. The second is a group of people that is so large I can't identify the individuals. Literally, in the attempt to change this world, you run into people who step forward and join you in the fight. And I've been lucky enough to do that with literally thousands of people over the last 40 years. And I meet new ones coming forward every day. And I'm so proud to be in their presence. And the last is an institution. Obviously, institutions are made up of people too. I came to school kicking and screaming. I thought that education was a barrier to my ability to be involved. And so when I did decide that I was going to go to a school, I wanted to do a survey. I was a very scientific young man. And so I looked around and I found universities that had a cohort of 100 or 200 people being taught by bachelor's students and master's students. And I found that the University of Michigan had cohorts of 20 and 30 being taught by full professors. And more important than that, I felt like when I came to this university that the people that I met, one of them, Jenny Sales is here, but there were many others, Lars Bjorn, Dr. Radin, and others, dealt with me like their colleague. We put together classes together. We created classes together. We talked about community problems and talked about how to attack those problems. And then I was lucky enough to go into the community laboratory and apply what I learned. You know, we live now in a world that is harsh, to say the least. And problems run in this world from homelessness and refugees and racism to human trafficking. And here in Michigan, there are 2.5 million people who receive aid of some kind. That's a quarter of the people. In Wayne County, 49% of the children that live in this county live in poverty. And so there are many problems for us to focus on. But the good news is that in our communities, there are real people doing real work to take this on. They struggle every day. Some of them are grandmothers who raise their grandchildren because their parents can't because of substance abuse or mental health problems. Others take a bigger swat at it and create nonprofits and small businesses that move us forward. And yet, there are others who are innovators, who are thinking in the community about how to move our economy ahead and how to move our life ahead. But that's only half of the formula. The other half of the formula is that we need new leaders. We need people who believe in community, who believe in ideas, but have the know-how and ability and the higher thinking to make the kind of changes that we have to have. That's why the university's metropolitan vision brings all of that together and needs to be supported and moved forward. We can't lose the opportunity to bring that phalanx of new leaders forward and to change this society. Things can change, and I'll give you an example. You remember the war on poverty? We all think of it as a failure. Certainly there were many mistakes, but do you know that poverty in America was reduced by 50% simply by focusing in on it? We can do whatever needs to be done, but it's going to take that partnership to make the change. I'm so honored to be part of a university that believes in change. It believed in it when I came here, and every year it has refined that understanding and applied it. And now to come on staff where that is a central mission of the university, I can't be more honored. So thank you so much for this great honor, and thank you for being who you are and doing the work that you do.